Welcome back to Golf Chicago. Imagine driving all over the country and hitting every PGA Tour stop. Well, that's exactly what the husband and wife team of Steve and Mary Hulka does 40-plus times a year. Our Dave Lockhart has the story of these road warriors from Wheaton, Illinois.
Each week on the PGA Tour, Hulka's Overland Players Express rolls into a tournament site carrying the essential belongings of players and their families. This is one unique moving service that some 30 players use on an annual basis.
In the fall of 2002, I wrote a business plan and presented it to the tour about possibly bringing a trailer out on the road and bringing the luggage from tournament to tournament. And thanks to two of the main media relations, player relations guys in the tour office, Henry Hughes and Sid Wilson, they said, Hulka, cover all your bases and you're good to go.
It is a savior. I don't know how we do it without Hulk, and I don't know how he gets the energy to do it. I don't know where you and Mary find the energy to drive across country and lug all of our stuff.
And certainly energy was needed earlier this year when the Waste Management Open ended in Scottsdale, Arizona, and the Hulkas had to make the 2,300-mile trek to Palm Beach Gardens, Florida for the Honda Classic.
That took as long as it took Mary and I to prop our eyes open, have a lot of coffee, and sleep in the back seat when the other was driving. But it did take almost 2 days.
We're both alive. We didn't kill each other. No. I probably gripe about his driving, and I like quiet so I can sleep, so he's got to use earphones so he can listen to his radio stations.
In addition, tour officials and caddies use this luggage shuttle based out of Wheaton, Illinois. So other than golf clubs, what else needs to be hauled? You name it: clothes, kids' toys, exercise bikes, weights, and just about anything a family would need.
When you're on the road so much, you want a little bit of home, and so this way they have the things that make their week comfortable.
Steve Hulka has been a professional caddy since the early 1970s. When he's not behind the wheel or delivering the goods, he just happens to be a full-time looper on the PGA Tour for Englishman Brian Davis.
It's easy with Brian, and I'm very fortunate having Brian as my player because he knew when he hired me that he would go home to his family and I would have the trailer to work Sunday, Monday, and rest Monday night, be ready for him on Tuesday.
Basically, this is a friendly moving business that's always on the go, catering to the best players on the planet. This, of course, makes it easier for these pros to concentrate on their games a bit more and maybe even play better golf.
It's fun. I mean, we appreciate Steve. We roll with the punches too. You gotta, just like golf, you never know what's gonna happen, but I'd say 98% of the time you're there before you say you're gonna be there. And it's never your fault if for some reason it doesn't show up. It's some weird circumstances, but it's gonna make for a good book when he decides to write it.
I hope you have pictures, Dave, of the guys that have signed the trailer inside. I mean, major championship winner Sergio signed it, Jim Furyk has signed it. So many of the guys that really appreciate what we do for them. I think that's the pot of gold, is that we created a niche on tour.
So next time at a tournament event, watch and learn from the greatest players in the world in their swings, but also tip your hat to the Hulkas for their service that the PGA Tour could not live without. Happy trails to the Hulkas Overland Players Express.